clue. Good. Good. Another clue. Good. There you are. Come on, let's go see the Peller. Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? This way, Your Grace. Where the hell'd you go? They're proud of this area. Good thing I ran into him earlier. Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Princess, flee not from the Peller, for there are wolves nowhere inside. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back. Will this do?
I see blood. Whose?
No, Anna. No, Tamara. Just a child.
A child that lives not, yet did not die.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was, and she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps, or ashamed, or forgetful.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's...
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance. White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other...
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefathers' Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefathers' Eve this year. But we'll find a way, all the same.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you.
I hear you right. You mentioned pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could... Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the...
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it?
Could use a few potioning. so long. Take it easy.
Hide! All of you!
Faster.
And whosoever finds the Baron's daughter will not go unrewarded.
Lightning strike. Sounds coming from above. Not about to leave. Bomb should smoke it out, though. It's not here. Must have fled through another exit. Gotta nab it before it gets away. There it is. Won't get away this time.
Come on, Roach.
Slow now. Whoa. Slower.
Closer, don't be shy. You'll find out everything.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Shrieker won't try.
Thank you, Master.
Keep the coin. You took in an orphan. Need it more than I do.
And they call witches unfeeling. Inhuman. Well, I thank ye. From the bottom of my heart.
Slower. Whoa!
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah! You wait, unplowing smash.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Any last words? We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after...
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was all... She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And...
Make it sound like she led a charmed life, if that's the...
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was like no other. She knew where to
You beat her? For that? For criticizing?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you?
You knew they had run away from the...
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife.
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck?
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall.
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still... I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next.
Tomorrow present for all this?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame. The sight of her always calmed.
What happened next?
Next? It only got worse. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bed chap. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, it lay there. A tiny thing. Defenseless.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she loved... What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things... Understand, Witcher?
I sympathize.
Thank you. And know that...
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into
Into... fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to...
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Further, follow me.
Give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Get back.
Bloody hell. You killed my child.
You know I had to.
You were supposed to lift the curse. Save it, damn you, not kill it.
Do anything stupid and I'll kill you too.
Go plough yourself. Kill me if you must. I've nothing to live for anyway.
You've got another daughter and a wife, and the botchling's blood will help me find them.
What will you do with that blood?
Me? Nothing. Just hope that Peller knows what to do with it. Go home. I'll come see you once I know something.
I'm listening.
So long.
Let's go.
Have you drove up all the monsters? Chap, knowing me, my head's a twirling with hunger.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Got the botchling's blood. Know what to do?
Blood, blood, blood. The Pella knows the ritual to summon us.
All right, let's see if these old rituals hold.
You wish to go right away?
Yeah, don't see it.
So shall it be. The White Wolf must follow the Pella. The Pella will show the way.
We got a long way to go.
No, it's not far. Through the village, then the wood, and there we will be.
All this the Baron's land?
'Tis now. 'Twere not before.
So who'd it belong to?
to the Lord. Serad, they called him. An evil man he were. Vile. Cared not a lick for common folk.
You all get together and drive him away?
When the Black Ones came, the Lord to the tower on Fyke Isle fled. The invaders set the fields afire, and a great hope must fall.
Nilfgaardians hit you.
Folk are poor. They are the mighty concern themselves with the poor. If the invaders will be punished, that's sure. Perchance they've already been.
How's that?
Pestilence grips their camp, and will devour them all, as the mice devoured the Lord's court. Nearly there. Nearly there.
What is this place?
Shh. The Wolven Glade.
Nice name. White Wolf should feel right at home.
The White Wolf. Aye, good balance. For terrible things happened here of yore. To this day, none dare mention the name loud. Here. The place.
What now?
Light the fires.
The fires. Why do we...
To keep malicious forces at bay. You must watch they do not go out, or else
What'll come?
evil.
What about you?
The Peller must clear the stone, then draw the... Then to the gods shall the Peller pray. That
All right. No,
prepare and prepare well. Once the spirits have picked...
nothing like a little encouragement.
Light the fires.
Ready.
The fires. Watch them. Let nothing break the circle. By the powers of earth and sky, by the world that was to be your home, I, who have tasted your blood, summon you to guide me. Come, blood unborn. Come, blood spurned. Come, blood never named. Hear me upon the paths. Lead me along the trail of those bound to you by blood.
Damn it. Supposed to keep the fires lit.
her blood. I see them bound. The blood calls. I'm leaving, Philip. Tamara's coming with me. I see a face, swollen, pulsing with blood. Blood! Dark upon a pale visage. A drop trickles over my soul. Dark in blood, beneath a white name. Damnation. I see the blood of her blood. I see them bound. The blood summons me. Dark blood upon a light stone. I am the unnamed. I am blood immersed in blood. I am dead. Show me the blood that is your blood. Show me the blood that is lost. The blood summons me. Just a bit further, Mum. Hold on. Blood leaves her face. Thorny boughs snag her. Stop her. I am a drop on a web. Will Wojtek wait? Dark blood carries the question downriver.
Why do you seek the child of elder blood? Nigh is the time of the white frost and white light, the time of madness and disdain. The world shall perish amidst ice and be reborn of elder blood, of a planted seed. What can you possibly offer?
You all right?
Yes.
Is it over?
It's done. The Pella's seen what he was meant to see.
Didn't fully understand what the second vision was about.
Anna miscarried. Blood everywhere. Suffering, the Pella felt it on her. She died her daughter's death.
What did you see first?
The Pella saw the Baron and Mrs. Anna. They quarreled. He did not wish for her to leave. He shook. He wounded her, and in the blood, the Pella sensed love.
Third vision seems most...
They were walking through the woods, both weak, but for different reasons.
Not sure I heard you right, but you mentioned a Wojtek.
Hope filled both their hearts at the thought of him.
And the prophecy at the end? Ithlin's words, you quoted them, and then asked me a question.
Forgive the Pella. He knows not what you mean. Spirits. The spirits speak through.
This Wojtek from...
Wojtek. In Blackbow lives one. In his hut, there he stays, has for years. Gophers with gophers.
And the other? Somehow I doubt they went to a century-old...
A fisherman. A family he has, lives in a secluded...
You don't look like you can get home on your own. I'll walk you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for your help. Let's go. Go, go. Hey-ya! Run, Roach. Faster.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
They call you Wojtek.
They do, kind sir.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with the Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. The cold moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally, suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw.
What marks?
These, well, like
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Cricket broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother. But my wife pleaded. Said she'd die out there.
Why help them at all?
By the debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped Tamara learned it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She's me, myself. I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Move it!
Like wind.
Hey! Sent my young'uns to get mushrooms yesterday.
To the woods.
Ha! You know how it is.
His Majesty King Radovid is a stern ruler, but a just one.
Everyone to me! To me!
Hey, the war.
Hey! Go on, don't think twice, just buy.
He must appear on something.
Hey! Everyone to me!
Oh,
to me!
Viva Radovid!
Oh, the White Wolf.
Best ways this side of the Pontar.
Everyone to me! To me!
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of it.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken next dozen years. Pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come, and the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life.
I don't mean to pry, but I know you're...
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help. Blood...
Sorry. Must have been...
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the...
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster...
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her, and then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted...
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and lead. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't entered...
Graden. Witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania.
Rings a bell.
If the bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has...
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire...
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
Long live Radovid!
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore.
You surprised? They tried to dance with a witcher.
Where'd he come from anyway?
So curious.
Filling your coin.
Wait, the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad.
Lifeless, move it! That seems quite right. I think the smoke...
Don't may I assist you?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. So long.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Whoa! I beg you! I'm innocent, I swear!
Witcher, a word, please. Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner.
What is it?
That night, when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron...
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which...
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat.
Not one of the Baron's men, are you?
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent. And them, the frilly ones. I'll never know which blooms would please my second daughter most.
She brought death down on others. The sooner you start thinking of it that way, the...
Can't deny that.
Got some information.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await.
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best.
I have not, true. But I'd change, would be maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenford, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is Incidentally, what of my Annie?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs gone stiff from... That that lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Sherry, come! Hull Haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
A witcher. Though not entirely. I never went through the mutations.
A witcher? So apart from the swordplay, what, you know potions and all that?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Go on!
Kick it! Show how it's done!
Move it! Move it!
Come on, lass! Your sword is mine!
Aha!
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what
Uh-oh. I know that.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my...
Working on it.
And making piss-poor pro...
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. Can't help wondering why you made it...
What could I do? Cast myself at them and...
Rather live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember it.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man...
How'd you wind up here?
It's no secret. I was a Temerian. Those who remained wandered north. Other...
Just march into the fort.
With Nilfgaard advancing.
Heard anything about their...
I pay no heed to pet... Common folk see witches, wizardry, devil...
So long.
Use and hair of the hand.
Got eyes like a cat. Catch mine. Come on.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore.
You surprised? They've tried to dance with a witch.
And you shan't steal no younglings? In exchange...
I'm busy.
Sure you still want to go there?
Me man went to see the witch again.
She's enchanting them, I tell ye. Oh! Got an ill-looking
Sir,
woman.
why, we're up to our noses in frights and horrors. Imps, Samovillas, mammons, flying drakes, pikes... Oh,
You ain't safe lest you...
So long.
Mum, don't let us talk to strangers.
We're simple folk.
Let's stay clear of the swamps.
It
Got an
matter where the grub's
ill-looking
from.
woman.
Long as the fucking figure that's true. You convinced?
If only my man were forever getting tossed in the
Isn't
tower.
Hide my elf, thank the gods.
Crying out.
Should send him back to the witch. Might cure him of laziness.
Greetings, ma'am.
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find...
I don't bother with her myself. But ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could hardly move. So I sent him to the witch.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Marion's lad. Now that...
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife.
Daft wet. Leave me be, and don't listen to that nat. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench.
Would a few crowns refresh...
Oh, well, if that... Know the small pond near the village? Path leads off from it. Walk around that, then to the woods. Find the old cart. You're there.
Thanks.
It's just... Don't harm her, sir. Word...
My kind. Meaning?
Well, the witch-burning kind.
Witch hunters have been here already?
Nay, but we've heard tell of them. So, when I spied you coming, swords and all, straight away, I thought tales must be true.
I'm a witcher, not a witch hunter.
Hmm? What? Not one and the same?
No. No need to worry. I'm not...
Ooh, a weight off me heart, sir. She only arrived a short... Even pleasant on the eyes, if you like 'em skinny.
Thanks for your help.
Gotta love the bread today.
Supposed to be a large stone near the pond. There's the boulder. Now right, and onto the cart.
Miss, cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn. Thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
She's in a foul mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say. She's quick to ire, apt to take revenge.
Bitch is in a proper fury. Needs a man.
Anyone home? Ordinary ointment. Nothing special. Now, where's she run off to? Managed to amass quite a book collection. Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Greetings, Witcher.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to Gore.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Kira Metz deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scene? I'm in hiding, Geralt.
Blind.
Mean the persecution mages now?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring...
Picked a strange place.
I didn't pick anything.
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash.
Radovid and Emma
Changing the subject. Any news of your sisters from...
None. We can't know too much about one another.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer.
I'm looking for a...
Oh, really? Who?
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri.
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen and...
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a... Sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about...
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt.
My undying gratitude. Good enough.
It's nothing to sneeze at, but you've a knack for getting into trouble. I should probably ask for something more immediately deliverable. Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an...
What was an elven mage doing in...
Well, I tried to ask him.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know...
He leave any message for...
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go...
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Let's go then.
Yes, let's.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his way...
Well, let's find out.
Come on!
Gavella Glan.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent, then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
I'm not sure I like any of this.
Kira.
Liliad's scared! Ah! Liliad's scared! Geralt, do something! They're crawling out of those holes! Use a sign or form anything!
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate Get them all! Ah! Thank you.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still...
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave...
Let's go. We might still reach the Elven Mage,
But what does the Hunt want from him?
if that elf has information about Ciri, or if she tried to find him, come...
Very well, let's move on. Perhaps we'll come... There's no guarantee the Wild Hunt is...
Gavella Glan.
Larena Luna. Silvate, Larena Lunet.
That's him! That's the elf!
Arvek Va Ledith.
What was that? An illusion?
No. A morphotic projection.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull.
Indeed. It is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign?
Yeah, not a hard one, though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Cireo.
Come now. Who aside from you would know?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the...
We'll see.
An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
Doesn't it? Soon after these mushrooms.
Terrible idea. What happened?
Quick on young witchers. Come on. refreshing. You know what you're missing. Ah!